Have you ever wondered what it means to make disciples of Christ for the transformation of the world? It's a weird statement, but it is the statement that the United Methodist Church has and holds as their mission statement, to make disciples of Christ for the transformation of the world. It's built upon the Great Commission, which Christ gives to his disciples, to go out into the world, baptizing every person, teaching them about the lessons of Jesus. And the last thing that Jesus says in this Great Commission is that he will always be with his disciples. To me, that's a big part of going out into the world to transform the world, is knowing that Jesus is always with us. When you leave your house in the morning, wherever you might be going, or in the afternoon or evening, what do you think about? Do you think about your destination or how you're going to get there? Avoiding traffic, or maybe just the long sitting that you're going to have to do in the meeting when you get there? What if you thought about your day through the focused lens of faith? What if you thought about your day through the lens of transformation instead of the lens of a to-do list? Oftentimes we lead with our objectives for the day. What has to be done? Who has to be called? Who has to be picked up from 5 different activities? But what if what led our day was our faith? What if we let our faith determine how we interacted in the world? What if we focused on transformation instead of completion as our goal? This past few months, I've had the pleasure of working with some of our teenagers through our confirmation class, exploring what is faith to them, to other people in the world, and talking about how faith really interacts in our lives. Is it this small thing, or is it the lens in which we see the world through? When Jesus calls his disciples to go out into the world to transform it, Jesus is telling them your faith is your lens. How would you define your faith? Is it something that guides you, comforts you? Is your faith core to who you are? Jesus, throughout the gospel, asks those questions again and again. He also asks his disciples to tell him who he is. And Peter so boldly says, "You are the Messiah, the Son of God." And in those words, Peter even hears himself and maybe for a moment pauses. That is leading Peter into who he is to become, the rock of the church. He's to move forward and continue to transform the world, leading by example. Through our confirmation class, we've had conversations about what the church looked like at the beginning, what the church looks like now, and how we as people of faith live our lives. So today I have invited our confirmation class to share with us what faith means to them and how it changes their interactions in the world. I challenge them to think about their day-to-day. What role does faith play? How does it lead them to the place in which they want to be as a follower of Christ? And how does it lead them to transform the world? As you listen to their answers, I would challenge you to do the same. If you led your day with faith, with transformation in mind, where would it take you? Where does God take you? Let's take a listen.
Hi, my name is Marek Gerard, and I'm part of this year's confirmation class, and here is what my faith means to me. My faith is described as not just a religion or a belief, but so much more, such as a loving spirit that gives you hope and courage through tough times. I see my faith as guidance and leadership into choosing the right path. Because of my faith, I try to follow in the footsteps of Jesus Christ. For example, I try to be more of a leader, more kind, courageous, and grateful, and try to set a good example for others to follow. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Morgan Geiser. I've been a member of this summer confirmation class with my mentor, Marcia. The first question I want to talk about today is how I would describe my faith. My faith is deeply rooted in things like sports and outdoors. I'm a member of my school's cross country and track team and FCA there, And the connection that I feel to my faith is greatest in some of these moments when I'm competing, when I am running faster, maybe than I previously thought I could, when I'm really pushing myself, maybe even more than I feel my faith in church. In addition to this, when I'm like hunting, hiking, backpacking, I'm outdoors, things like this, is another time when I really feel this faith in a higher power come through. I feel like there has got to be something else out there because there's no way this could just exist on its own. Another large piece of church for me is all the people that I've met through this, the community within this church. This plays a large role as well in my life. The connections I have made here, all that this church community has to offer is almost as important to me as church itself. Without these people and these connections, throughout this church and through the FCA group at school, other things like this youth group here, I wouldn't feel the same way about my faith that I do today. Another part of my faith that I want to talk about is the faith in a higher power gives me this other faith in myself as well. Knowing that there is something else out there that is helping me to succeed, that is motivating me, that is pushing me, helps me push myself further. Maybe when I get stuck, when I don't think I can do better in math class, or I don't think I can run any faster, I know that there's something else out there that is working to push me to my further than I previously thought I could. And that helps give me more confidence and more faith in myself as well. The second thing I want to mention is how I act in the world because of my faith. Not only do I try to be the better person or try to be there when people need me because of this faith itself, but also because of the people and the wonderful experiences I've had because of it. My FCA and cross country and track coach, Lisa Renee, or my mentor, Marcia, or Maggie, or all of the other people that I met throughout this church that show me what it really can look like if you try to be there. You try to be the better person. You try to be there when people need you. You really give it your all, have inspired me to also try those things on myself. And without my faith, I wouldn't have had those opportunities and I wouldn't have met all of those people. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Montgomery Belk, and I joined the Heart of Steamboat congregation in mid-June of this year, and I was a part of the summer confirmation class. And when I am told to describe my faith, I can sum it down to as simple as God is. God is an embodiment of life, of creation, love, and of faith itself. I believe that God appears to those who have faith in a manner or appearance that best suits one's comprehension. What you believe God to be, God is. And when I joined the confirmation class and I met all the young faces joining there with me, I understood that my version of God was in the congregation of the church itself, was in finding these people and making all of these friends and being able to talk open-hearted about our ideas and ideals. So all that I can say is thank you for everything that you have given us.
Hello, my name's Emma. As a Girl Scout, I promised to serve God. And as a result of confirmation, I now think differently about God. Before taking this journey in my faith, I knew God existed, but I now feel closer to God and have a better understanding of Christianity. I believe that God is a guide for making decisions to take the right path in life. God is who I turn to when I need help. I make sure to talk to God each night before I go to bed. I see God all around me, in the world, in so many ways. God is in nature and all of our surroundings. I see God in people, especially in their kindness. I am grateful for Jesus, who died on the cross for our sins and for teaching us about love. There are many ways in which I share my act of faith in the world. I always try to be kind and helpful. I like to help my parents by babysitting my younger siblings and strive to always be a good role model for them. I also want to be a supportive friend, so when someone's struggling in class, I'll try to help them out whenever I can. As As a confirmand, I am joining the church today. By coming to this church, I'm showing my belief in God and continuing to learn more about the church, what the church teaches. And I would like to say a special thank you to my mentor, Marcy.
Okay, so I'm Eric Geiser. I am with this year's communion or confirmation. Sorry about that. So the question was, how do you describe your faith and how does it help you interact with the world? So I would describe my faith as very humanity-based, more about worshiping humanity as a whole than one singular force or being. When I go to church or learn about different aspects of our religion, I try to take in the lessons as teachings about how to make our society better, or more about the successes and failures that or just more about us, our culture and humanity as a whole. This might not be as important to some of you, but I think just worshiping humanity, but I think because much of religion is connecting and asking for help and seeking, helping others, I think this is a major part of this, of our religion. My faith will also occasionally remind me that if I see somebody who needs help or something, that I need to help them, or even for me to ask for help, or things like that. And I think this is just important because a lot of people don't, even myself, we don't realize that asking for help is really important if you need help, because not asking doesn't help at all, but and helping others is important. And it's hard for me to just easily just walk by someone without this mentality, because I think it's really important, because we can build a much better society, I think, if everybody has at least the ability and could possibly help others and ask for help, and I think that's really important.
My name is Lily Gary, and I'm part of this year's confirmation group. My faith is to all the people that I know from this church. I have been coming here for quite a few years, and I already have tons of people who look out for me. When I go to church, I'm excited to be here because I can see all the people I know. I like coming here because of all the people who are kind to me. People who say hi to me, people who care about what I like, people who care about me, and sometimes even people who give me stuff on what I like. All of this compassion that people show me is what makes me come to church. Everyone here makes me feel like I have a whole big family here. Because of all everyone at this church does, I have been coming to Vacation Bible School, and I have been helping out for a long time. I loved Vacation Bible School a lot, so now I am a mentor because that's how much I liked it. My faith is also to my family, though. They are the ones who raised me. My mom, my dad, my sister, and all the others. They helped me get through hard times, and I know everyone here has been through hard times, so when I become a member of this church, I will be there for everyone, because everyone here makes me feel loved.